A hearty welcome to you, sir. And it's my privilege to interview Mr. Dipen Ambaria, who have been talked about a lot these days. So my first question to you would be, after targeting the software industry and the IT people in the book Loser, हमें क्यों target बनाया? हमने क्या पाप किए थे?
See, basically, as I said, I wanted to write, basically I wanted to take back the software professionals to the college days. So and I have met, I mean, almost everyone I know has the same question, to be or not to be क्यों किया? Now they are into IT or any some other field. So doing engineering and basically taking back them to the engineering days was the main motive of writing this book. So then I thought there are two more categories of readers available. The ones who want to know what will happen when they join engineering college. So basically students from 11th and 12th. And the students who are already doing engineering. Even they'll be able to figure out कि engineering में हमारे साथ क्या हो रहा है, and they'll be able to relate to each and every incident or origin or whatever that I've given in the book. So yeah, basically making the people relate and taking them back to the college days was the main motive of writing the book.
Okay. Yeah. And your first book was In Their Shoes,
Yes.
which was on a very serious upfront.
Exactly. Yeah.
And these two books, Loser and To Be or Not to Be, are quite humorous. So why this change in level, and how come?
So as an author, it's important that you try different styles of writing. So very first book that I wrote, In Their Shoes, was a serious one. But then after that, as I said, I've also been a big fan of Scott Adams.
Yeah.
Okay, he has written brilliant satires.
Gilbert Principle and
Perfect,
Joy at
perfect, exactly. So I must have read those books at least 10-15 times to understand or to get into that frame of mind to make a satire of the things around us. So after since I'm a big fan of his, I thought, let me try to mock the IT industry. Because I've been in the IT industry for 8 years. So when I wrote that book, I had some 7 years of work experience. So I thought, let me try to mock the IT world. After that, I thought, now what? Let me try to write another satire. So that's when I targeted the engineering students. And after that, I thought, let me try to complete a trilogy of satires. So that's when I wrote this book. The Dirty Book. Yeah, it's a satire on the Indian publishing industry.
When it is going to be in the market?
That I don't know. I mean, I've started approaching the publishers. Now the publisher with the guts will be the one who is going to publish this book. So I'm not sure. I mean, till now Rupa and Penguin have rejected it. So now I've sent it to Random House and Westland and a few others. So let's see. I mean, if they are going to publish, then they'll. Otherwise, Impen publications will.
Writing a satire is quite complex, and
Right.
it takes a lot of hard work, and you have done that. I want to ask you, who was your inspiration? Like, ऐसे बचपन से तो सोचा नहीं होगा writer बनूंगा.
नहीं ऐसा तो नहीं.
Who inspired you to write your first book, and that too on a serious note?
Okay, two reasons I would say. First, I mean, my dad passed away in June 2006. Okay, so I wanted to do something in the memory of my father. So I thought, if I have this writing ability, then why not try to write a book and then dedicate it to him. So if you see the dedication pages of all my 3 books, you'll find my dad's name over there. So that was very first reason. The second reason, since I'm from VJT and I have many batchmates who are doing already very well in life. One of my best friends is Deputy Commissioner in Pune, Income Tax. Then one guy has done his MBA from Oxford. So I was like, if my batchmates are doing something different or something so good in life, then even I should be doing something different. So I thought, let me try to write a book, and if I become a national best-selling author, then it will be something unique in life. So that is what. So these are the 2 main reasons that I thought of writing a book.
So as for my research, you have worked in SDLC development, production support, testing, business analysis, and now in pre-sales. So usually what people prefer is they choose a department and continue working on it. So is it your hobby, your interest, or are you not comfortable? So what's the reason?
Okay, I joined, I was an electrical engineer. I got placed in Polaris Software.
Yeah.
So when I remember the very first day when we joined Polaris, we were, my friends, 6 of us had got selected from VJTI and we went to this Polaris. So we were sitting in the reception and wondering, electrical engineers लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? So I had no clue as to what would happen in the IT industry. So the very first thing, the people normally assume is कि VJTI के बच्चे intelligent है, चलो इनको development के coding में डालो. So I went so my very first project was into Java. Okay, but then I did not. I mean, I was not very much good at coding. I realized, and there was this testing opportunity that was there in IT. So I took up. I became a tester. So I did some testing for around maybe around 7 to 8 months, and I was very good at that. I was very good at finding faults or bugs that the developers must have missed. So I was good at that. But then I realized that after that I went into production support. Production support project was for Bestons Bank, US type bank, which we do here. So so production support किया. उसके बाद फिर production support is like one of the dumbest jobs ever in the industry. If you get into production support, and if your friends ask you कि बॉस क्या कर रहा है, please tell them something different. Production support बोला तो उनकी नजर में गिर जाओगे. They'll seriously devalue you. So after that, I again went to Java, and after that, okay, now this was like 2.5 years in Polaris. So at that time, I realized I did not want to become a tester. I did not want to become a developer or a production support specialist. So when I joined Mphasis, I distinctly remember the very first day I wrote a mail to the HR saying that, I mean, I was recruited as a senior developer, Java developer in Mphasis. I just, cracked the interview or whatever. But then from the very first day, I mentioned that I'm going to become a business analyst. And a few months down the line, I did get a business analyst opportunity. So basically interacting with clients, getting the requirements, explain that to the team, etc. So that kind of a job I did definitely like. But in Mphasis, there was this culture of contributing to pre-sales also. Pre-sales basically means coming up with various POCs, proof of concepts, or helping in responding to RFPs. You know RFI, RFPs and all? Okay, see, whenever any company, any client, any company has a problem, they give they put that problem on the net, okay? And these sales guys, they get in touch and they tell, "Ki boss, हमारे पास already इतने capabilities है, so we'll do your project." So basically, you have to first showcase your capabilities as an IT company and why you would be able to justify their whole project and give them a solution. So this is what pre-sales guys do. So as a business analyst, pre-sales was also expected. Out of 100% appraisal, 80% used to happen on the basis of business analysis and 20% used to happen on the basis of pre-sales contribution to the project. So that's how I got into pre-sales also.
And what do you think are the major challenges faced by engineers and writers separately, and how would you suggest to overcome that? As in the engineers are faced by different challenges. You have been through engineering also,
right,
and now you are into writing.
Right.
So how do you compare? The challenges are different in both the fields, and how would you suggest to overcome that? So if I take up writing
right
after this, so what it's going to be for me?
See, engineers are very analytical.
Yeah,
okay?
that's it.
But as a
They're
writer,
very logical and
exactly,
reasoning, yeah.
Exactly.
It's quite practical and professional field.
That
and this
helps
is-
in satires.
It helps in satires. Perfect, very true. So, see, as a writer, as I said, as an engineer, one will be very analytical. Okay.
Yeah.
So applying fundas and principles won't work here.
Mhm.
So as a writer, you have to start from scratch. As I said, I was not at all creative. Trust me. But then I started reading books by Edward de Bono. And maybe in a year or so, I did definitely feel that I was more creative than I was a year before. So keep thinking, keep writing, keep imagining, and have a very good sense of observation in life. See, to write good satires, you need observation and very good imagination. Observation has to be really good. अगर कोई यहाँ पे कोई अगर ट्रेन में समझो, let's suppose you are traveling in a train, तो क्या करोगे? तो विंडो से बाहर देखने से अच्छा तुम आजू बाजू के लोगों को देखो. कोई अगर मोटा सा अंकल है वो फ्रस्ट्रेट होके आया होगा, तो ट्राई टू क्रिएट अ बैक स्टोरी. कि वो घर से जब सुबह 6 बजे उठा तब से लेके अब तक उसका ये फ्रस्ट्रेटेड फेस क्यों है. सो ट्राई टू क्रिएट वेरियस सिचुएशंस कि वो उठा रहेगा, फिर बीबी ने उसके चाय बनाया नहीं, बच्चे तंग कर रहे थे, बाद में घर नीचे शॉप जो वॉचमैन था उसने कुछ किट किया वगैरह वगैरह. सो ट्राई टू क्रिएट वेरियस सिचुएशंस and that will definitely help you in improving your creativity.
Basically, your perception of people and things
Yes,
is very strong.
very yes. It has to be yes, definitely.
And I really appreciate how you're trying new things. Like
Hmm.
engineering itself is such a big thing. Now, like you're an author now.
Hmm.
So, but engineering is like I'm very interested in knowing how was it for you. Personally, I feel when you spoke about ragging
Hmm.
and you said you've written a serious chapter on it, and I
Right.
really appreciate that.
Hmm.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
So, were you ragged? And if you were, I would not ask you how, but I really want to know how you dealt with it.
No, actually, see, I was in hostel, but then in hostel I had a senior who was from my school only.
Because we weren't ragged.
Yeah.
Our seniors were very good.
There was no ragging at
No
RCIT.
ragging at all.
Good. So I had this senior who was from my school. He was my senior school also, and he was like protective of me. His batchmates did call me in his room, but he was there. So I was like, ठीक है, मिहिर है साथ में तो कोई ऐसा टेंशन नहीं है. तो ऐसा कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा रैगिंग नहीं होता, लेकिन my batchmates they were caught ragging juniors at 3 a.m. in the night.
That's
I
the
know
public.
10 friends of mine, they were caught ragging, and from 15-20 days उनको प्रिंसिपल के कैबिन के बाहर बुलाते थे ये वो सब. तो मेरे साथ तो कभी रैगिंग नहीं हुआ, और मैंने खुद भी कभी किसी का रैगिंग नहीं किया. I mean, I totally oppose it, because you
Let's
know,
clap for that. I mean, seriously.
क्योंकि कैसा है कि you see something okay for you would be extreme for other guy. You might feel कि ठीक है ऐसा कर, एक बाल्टी भर के पानी है, अब एक चम्मच ले और ये बाल्टी से वो बाल्टी में डाल. You might feel कि ठीक है ये सिंपल चीज है, I mean कर कोई भी, ये तो हर करता है, ये क्यों नहीं करेगा. But for him it might be a hit on his self respect.
Humiliation.
He must be a bully in his school days, but यहाँ पे he gets bullied, so that is kind of a hit on his self respect. So he might not like it, or extreme reaction कुछ भी हो सकता है. So,
And it's the first time the exposure is
perfect,
given to you.
exactly. ऐसा लगता है कि मैं तो इलाके का जयकांत शिखर था, मेरे को और कौन आके ये कर रहा है. So it's like that. So,
And what do you have to say about the recession in IT field? It's the most talked about topic. And in your book, you have compared it with Maid. That's what I.
Exactly, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
See, recession is kind of a boon for those who can, what do you say, can make the best out of the opportunity. If you are in recession, chances are you, after a few years in the industry, you might get laid off. I mean, you might be told to go away. So in that case, what you could do is, you could try to, suppose you are a good Java developer, you could leave the job and do some you could do some freelancing, or maybe like I tried something very recently. It did not work. That's a different story.
Something else also.
Yeah. Once again, see, normally what happens is this IT companies बहुत ज़्यादा उल्लू बनाते हैं client को, ठीक है? बहुत ज़्यादा उल्लू बनाते हैं. They charge some $80 to $90 per resource per hour. Okay. So what I thought was, in fact, I did make a proposal, and I sent it to a few insurance companies, very big insurance companies like AIG, ING and all. Saying, boss, I have worked in the IT industry for 8 years. I know in and out. I know how IT companies fool you guys. So what I'll do is, I'll work from your side. I will come and analyze your applications, do a function point analysis and use my own experience and tell you कि ये application को बनने के लिए 4 business analysts बस थे, 10 business analysts की जरूरत नहीं थी. उसके लिए तुमको 5 डेवलपर बस थे, और तुम्हें जो क्लाइंट ने तुमको बोला कि no we have lot of work and we want perfection and blah blah blah, and that's the reason why we want 15 developers. उसकी जरूरत नहीं थी, तुमको उल्लू बनाया गया था. So this is a kind of a thing I thought of, and I approached this ING and insurance and all, but then there had some issues and for whatever reasons it did not click. The thing is, if you get laid off, you need to basically see, if you get laid off, you get to a point where you have nothing, and when you have nothing, you have everything open in front of you. Okay, so you could try your passion, dancing, photography, hobby, whatever. Take 3-4 months or whatever, trying to figure out what you are good at and what you wanted to do in life. Like when I go to IT companies, I definitely tell this to the audience that after 3-4 years of work X, take a break of 6 months. If you are good at work and if you have a good skill set, 6 महीने बाद if you are going to join another company,
Continue with the same.
Yeah.
हाँ exactly, perfect. तुमको definitely job मिल जाएगा, and normally you'll be able to join immediately. So who joins immediately is definitely a good thing for the market. So and in those 5-6 months try to figure out कि यार मेरे को आईटी में रहना था, क्या मेरे को और कुछ एक्सप्लोर करना था लाइफ में, मुझे फिल्म मेकिंग अगर कुछ इशू ये हॉबी था तो मेरे को ट्राई करना चाहिए था. टेक आउट टाइम टू फिगर दैट आउट. एंड इफ यू फील कि 6 मंथ्स में वर्कआउट कुछ नहीं हो रहा है एंड आईटी जॉब इज व्हाट यू वांटेड, गो बैक टू इट. एटलीस्ट यू विल बी सेटिस्फाइड कि तुमने कुछ जो तुमको ट्राई करना था. क्योंकि ऐसे इंडियन सोसाइटी में तो ऐसे 21 पे जॉब किया, 60 पे रिटायर, उसके बीच में अगर तुमने कुछ किया तो तुमको गाली पड़ने वाली है.
Basically, you should not get saturated doing
परफेक्ट. इसलिए घर पे मुझे बहुत गाली पड़ती है, वो अलग बात है. लेकिन मैं तुमको ये बोल रहा हूँ कि एक्सप्लोर करो, कुछ गलत नहीं है उस केस में. क्योंकि आगे जाके रिग्रेट नहीं होना चाहिए कि यार मैंने वो ट्राई किया नहीं, मुझे लगता था कि मैंने फोटोग्राफी में इंटरेस्ट था मुझे, तो मैं अगर से लेवल पे जा सकता था. गो टेक अ ब्रेक, फिगर आउट. नहीं
doing everything possible to
Yes, I have tried. Yes, seriously, I have tried many things till now. So आगे जाके मतलब कोई रिग्रेट नहीं होने वाला मेरे पास. वही है.
So, the book's name is To Be or Not to Be.
बराबर है.
Now that you've written the book, but if given a chance, would you like go back and still do a B or
Yes,
not?
definitely. See, as I said, it's very good to be practical in life. Okay, Bs definitely get better jobs than BAs, BComs and everyone. Okay. तो अगर कोई तुमको बोलता है कि आजकल तो जॉब मार्केट खराब है, तो अगर बी वाले को जॉब नहीं मिल रहा तो बीए बीकॉम तो बेचारा और ही कहीं पे सड़ रहा होगा. सो इट्स बेटर कि यू टेक हैव अ सेफ बेट. देयर इज इंजीनियरिंग, गो इनटू कंपनीज लाइक इन्फी, टीसीएस और व्हाटएवर, वर्क देयर एंड साइड बाय साइड यू फॉलो योर पैशन. सैटरडे संडे जॉब के बाद तुमको अगर टाइम मिलता तो वो करो, लिखो, जो करना है करो. ट्राई टू फॉलो एंड देन okay, now let me tell this also. See, what you should do is, in your 4 years of engineering, try to create a hobby now, which you can make a primary source of income 10 years down the line. अगर मैं अपने अंदर का राइटर आज से जब मैं विजय टीआई में 2000 में गया, अगर मैं 2001 में फिगर कोई आता सेशन देने के लिए, वो बोलता कि ऐसे ऑथर बनते हैं, तो मैं 2001 से मैं शुरू करता ऑथर बनना और अब मैं बहुत बड़ा नाम बन चुका होता शायद. समझा? So the point that I'm trying to make is, have a hobby right now, which you can make a primary source of income 10 years down the line. क्योंकि आगे जाके तुम definitely frustrated हो जाओगे. चाहे वो traveling हो या boss के issues हो, boss तो तुमको ऐसे मिलेंगे कि तुमको लगेगा यार क्या चल रहा है, ऐसा है. समझे? तो have a hobby right now, which you can make it a primary source of income few years down the line. And as I said, yeah, definitely I would love to do B again. वो अलग बात है कि मेरे को वापस कुछ इंटरेस्ट नहीं होगा B के अंदर पढ़ने में. इलेक्ट्रिकल कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं होगा, लेकिन उसके बाद जॉब मिलेगा. सो दैट वुड बी द सेफ्टी नेट फॉर मी.
So what I wanted to ask is, life of software engineer, was it so torturing that it was given a negative title, loser? It could have been, yeah, directly loser. It could have been given a positive title as well.
ये बुक पॉजिटिविटी पे तो थी नहीं. दीपक चोपड़ा और वो सब की बुक्स है अगर तो ऊपर से सी टाइटल डेफिनेटली टाइटल हैज टू बी इंटरेस्टिंग. अगर मैं कुछ और कुछ टाइटल लिखता, जब टाइटल कुछ सूझ नहीं रहा है, लेकिन आई थॉट कि लूजर व्हाट वुड बी द परफेक्ट टाइटल, बिकॉज वंस यू गो टू इंडस्ट्री you will realize कि there are lakhs and lakhs of loser like us. So you relate to that life of a software engineer, LOSCR loser quite a lot. Yes, sir. So that is what I mean. आगे जाके तुमको पता चलेगा कि तुम्हारा क्या होने वाला. So I don't want to discourage you, but yeah, this is what is going to happen to you guys.
So it's been really nice talking to you. Last, I would like to ask you, what is your message for us future engineers, for our students, in the field of engineering as well as for
When they
writing
lose
books?
their passion under, some of the students are like under the burden of engineering, they lose the passion in writing. So what are your views on it? What do you want to say?
See, I would suggest, as I said, have a hobby. Take a job. That is extremely important. See, being practical is very very important in life. Okay. ये सिर्फ खाली फिल्मों में ऐसा होता है कि यार वो तो बिहार से भाग के आ गया, फिर उसने सेट के बाहर जॉब किया, अब घर पे कितनी गाली पड़ रही है उसको पता होगा. ऐसा तो बी प्रैक्टिकल. आई मीन यू गाइस आर फ्रॉम सच ए गुड कॉलेज. अच्छा से मतलब इंजीनियरिंग वगैरह करो अगर इंटरेस्ट है तो, और गेट गुड जॉब्स एंड देन साइमल्टेनियसली ट्राई टू परस्यू योर पैशन. अगर तुमको आगे जाकर लगता है कि मेरी फोटोग्राफी से आई कैन अर्न एटलीस्ट 1 लाख पर मंथ, देन लीव द जॉब एंड टेक योर पैशन फुल्ली. But otherwise, it is not at all advisable. I mean, it's like living in a dream world. तुमको लगता है किसने अगर बोल दिया अरे ये आर्टिकल बहुत अच्छा लिखता है, वाह मैं बहुत बड़ा राइटर बनूंगा मैं ये. No, have a good job in hand, simultaneously pursue it, and if you feel it gives a good money, then you can leave the job and try to figure out that.
So you suggest we should keep it secondary. to
Yes,
the
yes,
job.
definitely. Passion और ये सब books में लिखने के लिए या speeches में बोलने के लिए ठीक लगता है, but
Practical भी रहना चाहिए.
practical, definitely be practical and get a good job in the market, because that is how the society, you know, ultimately judges you. इसका बेटा Accenture, हाँ, बेटा Accenture में वो हाँ है छोटी कंपनी, पता नहीं मलाड में कहीं तो पता नहीं ऐसा हो जाता है. तो have a job in hand and simultaneously you can follow your passion.
Last question, as Rushali said, how was your experience in RJIT?
Seriously, this has been a really good treatment. I did not expect this at all. I mean, I'm seriously speechless. I really loved the kind of enthusiasm you guys had, the kind of audience that we had, and so much. I really loved it. Thank you so much.